And of course, it's EG versus Liquid as well. If this wasn't good enough yet, that just tops it all. EG, man, they just keep getting stronger and stronger. I was listening to DeMusliM casting a little bit last night, and he was saying that it's really good practice right now in North America, because I believe Huck is in there as well. Huck is in the house. And he said Stefano was in the house for a few days for the Red Bull Battlegrounds. And who else? Yeah, Torzen was in the house, I believe, as well, and Idra's there. So he said, like, basically this is North American ladder.
Practice environment.
Yeah, and DeMusliM was saying that as well, that he was getting a ton out of practicing with those guys, and it was really good practice. And he said the North American ladder in general is really strong right now with all those guys, and also coming over for the Red Bull Battlegrounds.
Yeah, there's also a lot of Koreans playing on North America these days, so it's really become a pretty good place for good practice. It's there was a time when
it was just laughed upon.
Yeah, when people outside of North America would joke about the skill level on the NA ladder, saying it was very low. But these days, it's much more competitive. Makes sense since
mostly because a lot of North Americans, so that has to be noted.
Yeah, but it still makes sense because there's so many events centralized in North America.
I agree.
That there's so much high-level play happening here.
So, of course, EG's very own DeMusliM is our blue Terran spawning in the left top side of this map, and Liquid's HerO is our red Protoss spawning in the right bottom of Belshire Beach. We've already seen DeMusliM once against Protoss today, in his postponed games against Noni. Then again, I can imagine that you go into a different mindset when you have to play Noni or HerO, just because the HerO has just been really on top of things for a long time right now. And like DeMusliM versus Noni, people consider DeMusliM as the favorite. DeMusliM versus Noni, wait, what am I saying? DeMusliM versus Noni, DeMusliM is a favorite, but of course DeMusliM versus HerO, you could say that for most people HerO is going to be the favorite. So I kind of wonder if that changes things in DeMusliM's mindset as well.
Yep, I do agree with what you're saying, and if there's anything that DeMusliM struggles with in StarCraft II, I do think it's the mental aspect of the game.
I think so too. I mean, talent, he has plenty of that. That's definitely not a problem.
Yep, and he's talked about that in the past, and he said he's working on that. A lot of the EG guys really trying to reassess their mental approach to the game. But we'll see exactly how this one unfolds. It should be a great game, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm very excited. DeMusliM is going for that no gas, fast expand. The HerO is going to get that cheap scout off though with this one probe. Do you think he's going to be able to see it, Ben? He has to move to the left.
Almost certain that he will.
Don't put it in that little corner. Yeah, he is going to see it. And he's actually going to get the keep the probe alive as well, so good job right there by HerO. HerO knows exactly what he's facing. DeMusliM has the SCV alive in the main base of HerO as well though. So if HerO is going to do something funky, he might actually build an engineering bay over here. I would love to see you build that engineering bay, DeMusliM. Ah, he's not going to do it.
He might.
He's just going to try to block it. I think blocking the E-bay is good, man.
Yeah, especially when you haven't seen a Zealot.
No, and there is no Zealot. Kind of like there is no Spoon. The Matrix.
You're a donkey.
Let's see what HerO is going to do with his first Zealot. The Zealot's going to make his way over to the other side of the map. I love that DeMusliM didn't try to be greedy and skip out on that bunker for just a little while, because you never know. Certainly when a Protoss player tries to rally his first two Stalkers across the map, it can be very annoying, certainly on a big ramp like this, because Stalkers are going to get a lot of shots off and it's going to be hard to micro your Marines. Ooh, actually HerO did not expand, man. HerO is going for 4 gates.
Oh,
I didn't see it straight away, but... And DeMusliM has that SCV over here. It would be so awesome if DeMusliM can get that scout off, man. It's going to be the biggest scout that DeMusliM got off in a very long time.
Yeah, HerO has a Zealot that's walking down the ramp, but that SCV has full health, and the Zealot is not going to see it. So DeMusliM is going to scout this, Kevin. The question is, he's going to have enough time to respond. He's got 1 bunker.
I don't know. It's going to take such a long time before that reactor is ready. Now HerO is going to drop the expand, but I don't even think that's going to be a real expand. I wouldn't be surprised if HerO is going to cancel that.
We'll see. DeMusliM going to make his way.
I think DeMusliM will be so happy, man. Oh, now DeMusliM knows, though.
He has to know because of the big reaction there. So does HerO
even
cancel?
Scotty knows right now, man.
Scotty?
Yeah, Scotty from Eurotrip. You don't remember this song with Matt Damon?
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah. So right now DeMusliM has to know. Even Scotty has to know.
Man, you're on fire with the jokes today.
Yeah, you're just not getting them, so you're making me look bad.
Yeah. A little slow.
DeMusliM scouts the warp in pilot and is going to scout the first 4 Stalkers, but that won't achieve all that much since DeMusliM pulled SCVs in time. Right now DeMusliM is still in the dark though. Was that a fake Nexus? Was it not? What should I expect? He has a Marauder, and that's important.
It will help a ton against those Stalkers. There was...
Yeah, 7 Marines now. I like 7 Marines, man. And 7 Marines in a bunker is going to be more than just fine. What are you doing, HerO? He's going to lose all those units, man.
He foregoes the bunker. Whoa, HerO! Huge micro mistake. Gets the Stalkers surrounded, and DeMusliM Wow, that's the best case scenario for DeMusliM. HerO supply plummeting. The Nexus will finish, but...
Why would HerO ever move his Stalkers over here? I mean, I love how DeMusliM did that. For a second, I thought that he was going to let them escape, but no, he trapped 4 out of 5 of them, so that was perfect for a British Terran. But why would HerO ever put his 4 Stalkers there, man? It's asking for trouble.
It's asking for tons and tons of trouble, Kev.
Wow.
DeMusliM's going to follow this up, I think.
Let's take another look at that, man.
Let's go ahead.
Because this game is going to stall for a little bit. DeMusliM is going to buy some time for Stimmed Bio. But why would you ever do that without having a pylon over here on the low ground, for instance?
Yeah, he saw that you know, DeMusliM was fairly well fortified, and he'd pulled those SCVs. And here we go. Zealot does lead the way, and HerO's just like, all right, let's do this. But Hotel California, Kev.
Yeah, you can check in, Ben.
But you can never leave.
Well, one Stalker did manage to leave. It's kind of like the guy who escaped from Hostel. Nobody is supposed to leave unless you kill somebody else. That one Stalker gave the final shot to the other Stalker with a code of honor. Let's go back to the main game, Ben. Because right now things are, of course, super awesome for DeMusliM. Supply-wise, you guys might think like, whoa, actually that looks kind of even to me. HerO even has a small worker lead. But that's not what really matters right now. What matters is that HerO's stack is very, very underdeveloped, man. All that he has is 4 gates.
Yep, 4 gates. He's got some sentries out. DeMusliM's got the medevac production firing up.
He's going to have to deal with Stimmed Bio with a pure gateway army. How is that even possible?
It's going to be very tough. I think we're going to see DeMusliM pushing with +1 in combat shields.
Yeah.
They're both going to finish around the same time.
3 more Rexes are going up for the British Terran front team. Evil Geniuses, 2 more Zealots being wiped in right now. I think HerO might actually add just more gates. They're going to completely ignore the Robo. As you see that Twilight Council going up now as well. I mean, HerO is really going to rely on force fields, Ben, but it's going to be hard. DeMusliM has excellent micro. That's something that never failed him against top players. He's still able to micro properly. It's just sometimes his decision making, which isn't the same when he plays those really big important games. But I think he can do this.
Yeah, it's looking better and better. Those upgrades nearing completion, and DeMusliM's going to have a couple more reactor barracks finishing up to reinforce with.
And this is one of those scenarios, by the way, Ben, where often people try to drop, and I would say you can try to drop, but then just go with everything in the main base. Don't try to drop with only 1 medevac. That's not going to be worth it. And I think if DeMusliM is going to fight over here, he will be able to make those hot pickups, pick up those units that got force fielded off, and then just try to do the same thing all over again. And he's going to have superior DPS compared to HerO.
Yep, Single Marine Stems runs up the ramp just to check it out. Sees Zealots and Sentries, and what is DeMusliM going to do? +1's about to finish, and he is going to go ahead and pick this fight. HerO's actually backing off. Really nice defensive force fields there.
Make those pickups, DeMusliM pick up quite a few units, does a lot of damage to those. There's much more sentry energy. Now I would love to see DeMusliM dropping everything. HerO does not have an observer, so he can't keep track of that army, Ben.
Yeah, it's very, very tough for HerO right now. He's got charge nearing completion.
And even when DeMusliM is actually not dropping, it forces HerO to make units out of position again. DeMusliM is going to try once more time.
Yep, stemming, running forward. There are more force fields going down. Good force fields, but are there enough units here to clean up? I don't think there are. That Stim Bio doing lots of damage. Stalkers coming up. Wow, great force fields there by HerO.
Yeah, I would love to see DeMusliM picking up a few units right now, certainly when those new Zealots coming. Then again, Stim Bio is so good.
HerO just barely manages to hold there, but look at the mini-map. So many more units streaming across, and it's not over yet. DeMusliM going to go once more. Marines, Marauders stemming again. So many medevacs.
Charge is ready right now, and DeMusliM knows that. So if this fight goes well, then DeMusliM can win this game. If it doesn't go well, then the reinforcing Zealots might be enough, might be too much to deal with. But it seems that DeMusliM is going to have more than enough. And HerO is on the retreat.
Yeah, big Zealot warp in. They are going to come charging into the fight, taking out the pylon, powering the gateways. Nice moves there by DeMusliM. HerO immediately replaces it. Really tense moment right now. DeMusliM supply blocks momentarily, but he's got enough of a lead that I don't think it matters. 63 army supply to 20.
And those gates are unpowered as well. And HerO has quite a bit of money. He could definitely use those gates, but he's going to end up losing one of those gates. The Nexus is taking a lot of fire right now. Here come the first High Templars, but there's definitely no storm, so feedbacks are going down, and it's going to be now Archon, but HerO has no more units left.
That's right, DeMusliM going to walk right through.
Wow.
GG comes out. DeMusliM taking game number 1.
Wow, and that's a big victory for DeMusliM. That's a really, really big victory. Pretty cool game. HerO tried to fake DeMusliM. It's tried to trick DeMusliM into like, I'm gonna expand, but actually I'm gonna forgate. DeMusliM having that oh so important SFV on the map, setting out another SFV, just once more shows you how important scouting is in these top level games. Because 9 out of 10 times you're gonna see the exact same thing you always see, and you'll be like, well, was it worth sacrificing an SFV? Yes, because that 1 out of 10 games, man, that one scout can be super crucial. But more importantly probably was that move from HerO. Why would you go there with those 4 or 5 Stalkers? But hey, DeMusliM did it perfect. He trapped those units and it worked out for him.
Yeah, beautiful gameplay there by DeMusliM. Moves up 1-0 in the series. Such an important win. Not only does he have the luxury of being a game ahead, that means if there is a deciding game 3, he gets to pick the map. So all good things for DeMusliM moving forward. That game brought to you guys by Kingston HyperX. Check out their full line of solid-state drives and RAM over at kingston.com. We're going to play a short commercial break, and then game 2 when we get back.